USableCapital.net is not a licensed broker. It is a polished facade designed to gradually drain client deposits while avoiding regulatory oversight. At first glance, USableCapital.net does not look like an obvious scam. There are no exaggerated promises of instant wealth, no aggressive marketing language, and no crude visual tricks. Instead, the platform relies on a calm color palette, structured account tiers, references to education, personal mentors, and premium services. This restrained presentation is not a sign of legitimacy. It is a strategy. Platforms like this are often more dangerous than crude frauds because they do not alarm users. They invite them in slowly, establish trust over time, and encourage deeper financial commitment before the true nature of the operation becomes visible. UsableCapital.net presents itself as an online trading broker accepting client deposits, offering leverage trading, and promoting a professional trading environment. However, even a basic factual review immediately reveals fundamental problems. The domain UsableCapital.net was registered on the 2nd of December in the year 2025. It was registered for a single year only, with ownership details hidden behind privacy services. This means the real individuals or entities controlling the website are intentionally concealed. For a platform that accepts money, promotes leverage, and claims to operate internationally, this lack of transparency is not a minor omission. It is a core risk factor. Legitimate brokers typically register domains for multiple years, disclose ownership details, and treat their online presence as a long-term regulated asset. Here, the opposite approach is taken, suggesting short-term intent and easy abandonment. The platform claims a connection to Cyprus, a jurisdiction often associated with regulated European brokers. To an inexperienced user, this sounds reassuring. However, a Cyprus address alone has no legal meaning in financial services. Any broker operating from Cyprus and serving European clients must be authorized by the Cyprus Securities and Exchange Commission. Usable Capital does not appear in the CySEC register. This single fact invalidates all claims of lawful brokerage activity in the European Union. Without such authorization, the platform has no right to accept deposits, offer trading services, or provide leverage to retail clients. Client funds are not protected, and no investor compensation scheme applies. The presence of an address without a license is not protection. It is decoration. The risk becomes even clearer when examining the trading conditions promoted on the site. Usable Capital advertises leverage levels reaching as high as 500 to 1. This is not merely aggressive. It is illegal in every major regulated market the platform implicitly references. In the European Union and the United Kingdom, maximum leverage for retail clients is capped at 30 to 1 under rules enforced by regulators such as the Financial Conduct Authority and the European Securities and Markets Authority. Leverage at the level promoted by Usable Capital is characteristic of offshore dealing desks and unregulated internal platforms, where the operator benefits directly from client losses. It is not about providing opportunity. It is about accelerating account depletion while shifting all risk onto the client. The structure of Usable Capital's account offerings further exposes the underlying strategy. Clients are encouraged to begin with a relatively small deposit and are then presented with higher account tiers that promise better conditions, personal mentors, access to additional markets, and reduced costs. This escalation model is designed to apply psychological pressure rather than improve trading outcomes. Once a personal contact is established, users are encouraged to upgrade, deposit more funds, and remain active within the platform. During this phase, withdrawals are often delayed, discouraged, or complicated. Legitimate brokers do not condition basic trading functionality or fair execution on continuous upselling or personal persuasion. These practices belong to sales-driven schemes, not regulated financial services. Another critical issue is the trading platform itself. Usable Capital does not offer access to widely recognized third-party trading software such as MetaTrader or other independently verifiable systems. Instead, clients are directed to a proprietary web-based platform fully controlled by the website operator. In such systems, pricing is internal. Execution cannot be independently verified, and the platform itself acts as the counterparty to every trade. This means the client is not trading on an open market, but against the platform. In this model, client losses are platform profits, and there is no external oversight to ensure fairness or transparency. Perhaps the most telling detail is what the website does not disclose. There is no legal entity name, no company registration number, no license reference, no regulator, and no information about corporate governance or fund segregation. Searches across major regulatory databases confirm the same result. Usable capital is not registered with CySEC, not authorized by the Financial Conduct Authority in the United Kingdom, not licensed by the Australian Securities and Investments Commission, not regulated by authorities in Dubai, and not recognized by any national financial supervisor. In regulatory terms, the company does not exist. This absence of legal identity means that if the platform blocks withdrawals, changes its terms, or shuts down entirely, there is no accountable entity for clients to pursue. This is what makes platforms like Usable Capital particularly dangerous. They do not rely on obvious deception. They mimic the appearance and language of legitimate brokers, avoid unrealistic profit guarantees, and present themselves as a reasonable alternative. As a result, many users do not recognize the risk until they attempt to withdraw funds and encounter resistance, additional conditions, or complete silence. By that point, the money is already under the control of an unregulated and anonymous operator. The final assessment is straightforward. UsableCapital.net is an unlicensed trading platform displaying clear signs of a dealing desk scheme operating without oversight. The combination of a newly registered domain, hidden ownership, absence of regulation, extreme leverage, proprietary trading software, and aggressive account escalation creates a level of risk that cannot be mitigated by design or intention. Registering and depositing funds with such a platform exposes users to a high probability of financial loss with no legal recourse. A simple rule applies in situations like this. When a trading website has a new domain, no regulator, hidden ownership, and leverage far beyond legal limits, it is not an alternative broker and not an innovative solution. It is a risk that cannot be defended against once funds are transferred. If you have already lost money to a broker or trading platform operating under similar conditions, you may still have options. You can contact the Watchdog Online team at watchdogonline@proton.me, leave your name and phone number, and request a review of your situation. Their work focuses on identifying fraudulent platforms and helping users understand possible next steps.